Hey everyone, this is Dean with DCA Crypto. Got an Avalanche video for you guys. Want to cover Avalanche and a bunch of projects that are on Avalanche that I think you should be looking at for this upcoming bull run. I'd appreciate if you subscribe to my channel, smash that like button, and let's jump into it. Alright, so let's jump into the charts here, take a look at Avalanche and some other projects that are on the Avalanche chain that I think are going to do fantastic in this bull run. Let's jump into it here. Avalanche currently at almost $37 as of this recording. So we'll take a look at the market cap here is around $13 billion currently. So it is doing really strong in this market right now. So the ecosystem, you know, if Avalanche takes off again, you're going to see some of these Avalanche coins, especially the gaming ones, probably take off again if we keep in this bullish momentum here. So look at the chart here. You know, we did come and hit that like $42 mark. So that was kind of like a resistance level. So that's kind of the next target here for where we could be headed. And then if we break through that, then we're likely coming back up to like the $50 mark again. So that is a possibility. So when we had that dip a few weeks ago, this would have been a good time to pick some of this up. We take a look at the history on Avalanche here. It got up to, you know, like $135 or something like that in the last bull run. I'll give you my price predictions for it this bull run towards the end of the video. I'm going to jump into some other projects here. The first one I want to cover on here is, you know, Joe. It's the Joe coin. It's for the trader Joe. That's like the main DEX for Avalanche. So these decentralized exchange tokens typically do very well in the bull run once these coins really start taking off and they start getting a lot of trading volume. So this might be one that you want to look at for some pretty safe and easy gains in the upcoming bull run. It's at 161 million market cap. I would say we're easily going to see a 10x out of this one, if not quite a bit more from its current market cap in the upcoming bull run. If we look at the max here, you know, it got up to like almost $5 last time, so that's a 10x from here. I think it's going to easily hit that and probably get closer to the $7 to $10 range, just as a guesstimate for this upcoming run here. So you might want to take a look at this one. The other project I want to cover on here is Shrapnel. Shrapnel's like going to be a really hot game this bull run. This is definitely one that if you're looking at for a gaming play on Avalanche that you're going to want to have in your portfolio. It's had a little bit of a correction. It was over 40 cents and then it's had a correction down to 19 cents now. It might keep coming down. If it gets under, you know, even at its current range here is a good buying zone for it. And then if it gets down under that like 10 to 15 cent range again, I would really start scooping this one up hard if that happens. So this might be one that you want to have on your watch list and maybe already start dollar cost averaging into it. That's up to you and your portfolio. That's what I would personally do if I was looking for a good gaming project that's solid, has a big following already, and just launched fresh for this bull run. So 66 million market cap. It is 578 fully diluted, so there's not much in the supply currently, about maybe 12% or so. So you're going to have some dilution of the value of this coin as more coins come into circulation. I don't know what the schedule is for that, but I would imagine that, you know, being the bull run should be only about a year away, that, you know, till we get into the main bull run, I would think that this isn't going to affect it too much by then. I would think that most of I'd have to check the vesting schedule on this, but I would imagine they've probably got a multi-year vesting schedule for this one, so it's not going to affect the price too much. But, you know, if it comes down much lower, I would definitely scoop some up pretty hard, especially if it got down to the 10 cent range. But 15 cent range, I'd really start adding some to my portfolio. But even at 19 cents, I think it's a great buy. The next one I want to cover on here is Playable Games. This one's only at 32 million market cap, so this one is still really low market cap. It's had a little bit of a correction down at 0.4 of a penny right now. It was over 1 cent, so it's had about a 60% correction from there. Good time to start picking some up. Sure, it would have been great to pick some up back in November when it was a fourth of its current price, but we could see these projects slowly start bleeding down. But now that Avalanche has been a little bit bullish here, you know, maybe these will start taking off again. You just don't know. So you got to kind of play it by ear. The safe way to play that, in my opinion, is dollar cost average in. Buy a chunk of it now that the price is down 60%. If it takes off, great. If it doesn't, it comes down lower. Add some more to your portfolio and get your dollar cost average down. That's pretty much how you have to play this game, because you just don't know what the market's going to do. Typically, we do get a bigger correction as we get closer to the halving or shortly after the halving. Whether that happens this time around or not remains to be seen, but that's what's happened in the past. The next one I want to cover here is a low microcap one. I know there's some other ones on Avalanche that people could be looking at as well that I haven't mentioned, so I don't want to make this video too long, but this one's could be a gem. This one's only 1.6 million market cap. So it hasn't taken off too much yet. Really super low market cap, so it's a higher risk play for sure. But if you look at the website here, it's a gaming project. They've got good partners. They've got the Cointelegraph, CoinDesk, they've got the Sandbox and Atari and some other ones here. So they do have some good partnerships. So this might be one that you want to look at, kind of like a lottery play. Don't put too much into it because it's a high risk play. But they already have, the Google app and Google Play Store and App Stores where it's going to be launched at with their mobile app. So, I haven't looked into this one too deeply, but based off on what I've seen, it doesn't look too bad. We could go to their Twitter here and take a look at this one, and because you want to have some information to be armed with before you invest in it. But I believe they had quite a few. They've only got 6,000 followers, so it's still pretty low. But they are active on their Twitter. They posted 2 hours ago, and February 1st, that's just yesterday, they've had a couple posts. So they're active on their Twitter. That's a good sign. So you might want to do some research on this one if it looks good. Maybe it's something that you want to put a little bit of money into. So just want to try to give you guys some, plays that you can have in your portfolio that could potentially do, really good multipliers. So at 1.6 million market cap, it's a gamble play to me. I'd put a few $100 in it personally. That's what I would do. And if it takes off, great. If it doesn't, then I'm not out too much money. So it's kind of how I play those plays. So we can jump into my spreadsheet here and give you guys my profit taking strategy for Avalanche. So let's jump into that here. This is just what I personally would do. You can do what you want. It's your decision, your portfolio, your profit taking strategy. This is mine. So this is what I would personally do if I had 500 Avalanche. Full disclosure, I don't have any Avalanche in my portfolio. But I think it's a great project. I would have liked to have added some back when it was, under $10, but I kind of missed out on that. But I have my main bags packed, so I'm probably not going to add any Avalanche. I'll probably add some of the other plays to my portfolio from their ecosystem. So at 500 coins, if I sold 10%, which would be 50 Avalanche at the $99 mark, that's before that $100 mark. You could even do it at 94, 95, 97, somewhere in there. But I would take out my first 10% before that $100 mark, because that's going to be a psychological level, and that would get out about almost $5,000 in profit. And then, you wouldn't be quite taking out your initial investment with that unless you sold about 20% or so. But I would definitely get out 10% before that $100 mark, so you have some of your profits back in your bag. And then around $124 mark, before that $125 mark, I would take out another 20%, which would be about 100 coins, and that would give me 12,400. And that would, right there, it'd be 30%. So it'd be about 150 of those coins out of my portfolio sold. I'd have 350 left. I'd sell another 20% of this original amount of 500, so about 100 coins at the $140 to $150, $140 to $149 mark. You want to sell it before the $150 mark, because that's a big rounded number that a lot of people are going to be selling at. And you just don't know what it's going to do. This was about, it didn't quite get up to this in the last bull run. It cut out short of that and around $135. So you got to keep that in mind when you're taking your profits in these other bull runs, that what they did in the last bull run can be really hard selling pressure at those price points. So that's why I take some out at $124. So my next 20%, I take out $149. and then I take out another 20% at $174, another 20% at $199, $190, $199, somewhere in that range before the $200 mark. And then I'd leave a moon bag in case it got up to like close to the $250 mark. Now I could see it possibly getting up higher than that, maybe to the $300 mark in this bull run, but I try to be a little bit more conservative because you just don't know what these coins are going to do, you know, and you want to get your profits out earlier before the masses start taking out the profits and we get a big correction and the bull run's over and you missed out on taking out profits on the way up, because you don't know what these coins are going to do. You can think they could do $300 or $400 or $500, but they might not. So you got to be careful and take out your profits earlier than that. That's just how I play that. You guys do what you want. This is my personal strategy, but these are my price targets for Avalanche, and those are some projects that I think are going to do very well in this upcoming bull run. Take it with it what you want. Do your own research on these, but I think these are going to do well. And, you know, Avalanche, you know, with the market kind of turning bullish right now, you know, it's kind of hard to say. Maybe Avalanche is going to start taking off like Chainlink did. It's starting to look like it could. So, you know, Chainlink did a 30x within a matter of less than a week, I think it was. So, you know, Avalanche could do something similar, so we'll just have to kind of keep an eye on it. But wanted to get this video out to you guys and let you know what I think of Avalanche and some of the projects on their ecosystem. I'd really appreciate if you subscribe to my channel. Hit that like button for the YouTube algorithm. It really helps get the video out to more people. If you don't hit the like button, YouTube doesn't share it with as many people. So please hit the like button. Don't forget to turn on your notification bell for my daily videos. And don't forget to jump into my Telegram group. That's absolutely free. I got a free Telegram group. The link is in the description below. And if you want to join my Discord, that's through Patreon. There's a membership for that. It's only $14.99 a month. Keep that in mind if that's something you're interested in. You can join the Discord, and I share all my trades live and stuff in there as well. Appreciate all of you, and we'll see you on the next video.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me.